That was a lot harder to film than I was expecting. Wow, there we go. I wasn't confident at all. There's only so much dry shampoo can do.
It's game time and I'm up one. Name something I ain't done. Name a body that's my type. Air Jordan, I'll take flight. I'm next level, I'm franchise.
To our winner, Julia Renee.
I look disgusting in a nice way. So, welcome back to another video, guys. If you're new here, my name is Julia Renee. I'm an IFBB Wellness Pro, and today we are going to be doing my gym girl hair care routine. So, I have extensions. Let me show you them. And I can't even find them underneath this mess. I had gel in my hair because I only wash my hair once a week. See, we got extensions. I have the sew-in extensions, which I absolutely love because they're so much better than like tape-ins, and they protect your hair so much more. When I was a hairstylist and a makeup artist, I was certified in doing extensions, and the tape-ins, like, they fuck up your hair. But that's besides the point. So I go a week without washing my hair because I am not about to wash these extensions and blow dry these extensions every single day. It also is good for your scalp to have a little bit of a break instead of constantly scrubbing out the natural oils. So I'm gonna show you guys, this is a requested video. I'm gonna show you guys what I do to, first of all, clarify my scalp, second of all, moisturize, and how I'm gonna blow dry it, and we're gonna answer some of y'all's questions. Oh my God, a bug. A bug just landed on the window. I hate bugs, they're scary. Okay, so first we need a brush. So if you guys have a wet brush, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're amazing, especially for being gentle with your hair because the bristles are more flimsy and there's a lot more of them. So first I'm just gonna brush this out so that when I actually get in the shower to do a good shampoo, that is not all tangly and stuff. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use a clarifying sea salt scrub on my scalp, because if you take a week off from washing your hair, typically you have a little bit of like buildup, you know, dry shampoo, so it helps cleanse it. I'm gonna show you the one that I'm gonna use. Okay, so this is the, can you see it? Davanus Sea Salt Scrub. It smells so good, and you get so much product in it. Oh my God, it smells amazing. So it's for deep cleansing paste for all hair types, removes buildup and pollution particles. And so basically what I'm gonna do is just kind of section, because I have extensions in rows, I can't necessarily get in between all of those with the sea salt scrub as easily. So I'm gonna section out like this part of my hair. I'm gonna section up this top part and under here, and I'm just going to scrub it in to the sections, and then I'm gonna go and shampoo and we'll do the rest. So first, I'm going to use the Davanus Sea Salt Scrub on the top of my hair and at the nape of my neck. I'm sectioning out my hair and scrubbing it into the scalp. Then I'm going to rinse that out and go in with the Monday Smooth shampoo, making sure I'm going in between my rows of extensions so my hair is squeaky clean. Then I'm going to rinse that out, and we're going to apply the Davanus Quick Fix Conditioning Treatment. This treatment is amazing. I can get like 4 to 5 uses out of this little pack. After I have the treatment in, I'm going to use the wet brush to make sure it's evenly distributed. Then I'm going to clip my hair up and let it sit while I wash my body and shave my legs. Then after that, I'm going to rinse it out and we're done. Okay, we are out of the shower. That was a lot harder to film than I was expecting. You should see the floor. It's like completely soaked in water. But but that's okay. We're doing it for the people. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to apply my favorite product. But first, I'm just gonna kind of like air dry this even more, because one thing about extensions is that they hold on to a lot of water. So I wanted to answer one of the questions that you guys sent me, and one of them says, am I going to lose gains if I take a week off from the gym but keep being active and follow a diet? No. Like, taking off just a week from the gym, it can be really scary, you know, when you are like on a roll and you're doing everything, you know, you're following your meal plan, you're going to the gym, you will not lose gains. There's a point where if you don't go for a very long time, then you really do start to lose gains. Like for example, when I got my breast augmentation, I was out of the gym completely for 3 weeks of lifting, and then I was able to do cardio, and then finally I was able to do legs like weeks later after that. So I hadn't been training legs for a long time, but I really didn't lose much muscle mass, if that. It doesn't just like go away. So hopefully that answers that, but I'm just gonna brush this out, and I'm going to use the Color Wow Dream Coat Spray. So I use this every like 3 or 4 washes because it lasts 3 or 4 washes. This is it, Dream Coat Spray, and it is literally humidity proof powers is what it says. What you do is you go in and you section out your hair. So I'm gonna section out my hair, and I used this one time as like a treatment, an add-on treatment at a salon when I was getting a blowout. They were like telling me about it, like all the benefits, and I was like, okay, that sounds perfect for me, because what it does is it's like a humidity resistant spray, and it creates like this barrier on your cuticle of your hair and literally blocks out humidity. And for somebody that lives in Texas and that's somebody that also works out a lot and sweats and stuff, like, it's perfect for me. So I'm so excited that I get to use it in today's video with you guys. So, whoa, it's kind of open. You really want to coat each section. Okay, so now I'm gonna like brush it all into my hair so that it can be evenly distributed, and literally when you start blow drying, you see almost like immediately your hair start to like shine and straighten. It's like, it almost feels like you're getting like a Brazilian blowout just at home. And a Brazilian blowout is when you like straighten your hair, but also it doesn't make it it doesn't make it straight so that you can't curl it. It definitely still holds like a curl, but it literally is so amazing. So let's answer another question. This one's funny. This one is a really good one. It says, what was your wow moment that made you fall in love with the mental process of the gym? It's a really good question, because I got asked this the other day, like, why did you choose bodybuilding? Like, why would you do something like that? Because there has to be like a bigger reason why that you would, you know, do something like as time consuming, you know, sometimes expensive and really physically and mentally challenging. But the reason that I like keep wanting to go to the gym and like stay motivated, and my real like wow moment was when I was able to change my physique like on my own, and I was able to go from being so unhappy, miserable with my life, I hated my job, all of the things, I just didn't have very much self-love, and then I was able to change my physique in the way that I wanted to. I created more discipline. I was like happier. I had more energy. I was just like a nicer person. Like, it's crazy. And a lot of those changes have nothing to do with the physical. It was all the mental benefits that I got. And I was like, wow, if I can change my physique like this, and dedicate it and put time into it and achieve it, like what else could I do? And that's why I started like, you know, going after more things like speaking in front of people, a podcast, a YouTube channel, doing women's empowerment retreats. Like that would have never happened if I never got back into the gym. So since I have a lot of extensions, what I like to do is kind of blast dry it first so that I can get the majority of the moisture out, and then go in with a brush and add tension, because if you use the Dream Coat product, which is literally a gym girlie's best friend, we've done all of the things. We have clarified our scalp to make sure that we have removed like the buildup from going to the gym. We have done a moisturizing treatment to make sure that we're sealing our ends. And then we have, thirdly, is now we're adding heat protection, anti-humidity, and a style that can last a long time. So I'm gonna blast dry it for a little bit, and then we'll go in with tension, because the Wow Dream product, you need to have tension when you're blow drying it in. So this makes it so much easier so that you don't have to do it the whole time. We are done, at least with that part. So we have gotten the majority of the moisture out, and now I'm gonna go in more and section each section so that I can actually blow dry it out. But first, I wanna answer 2 questions. So one of these was, what do you ask for when you get your nails done? Is it chrome? Hold on. These are what my nails look like. I do the same color every time. I have little hearts on them. So people have been wondering like what I ask for. So I will pop up the photo of the exact color that I get. So I ask for stiletto acrylic nails, because normally I have stubby little fingernails, and this just makes my hands look a little bit more feminine, but without them, my thumb looks like a baby carrot, basically. So I like them. So I ask for acrylic nails, stilettos, and I tell them like, make them as sharp as you humanly possibly can. There are a lot of technicians that can't get them this sharp. So the lady that I go to here in Austin, like I always go to her because she can get them the sharpest. So you might have to play around with finding one, but I'll pop up the color that I use. It's like a gel, but it's a jelly gel. So it's more like translucent. Can you see? It's kind of a little see-through as well. Like you can see a little bit of my nail underneath it. Second question is, I'm only able to build muscle with very high volume and frequency. Are people different? So I'm assuming like what she is talking about is she feels that she is only able to build muscle when she does like a lot of reps, a lot of volume in the gym, and maybe not lifting heavy. But that could honestly be because she's adding more volume and reps in total. So if you think about it, like think about it in a weekly sense, like how many reps and how many sets are you doing of a specific body part? So if you are only training legs 1 time a week, that means that you're only getting in, say you only have 2 workouts that are glute focused, you're only getting 3 sets of kickbacks in and 3 sets of like hip thrusts in a week. That's why if you add a little bit more volume and adding like a second leg day towards the end of the week, that's how I started, it can really help. If we just do simple math, now you have doubled the amount of reps and the volume that you have put on your muscles, but you've spread it out in a big enough time frame to where you still can rest. It's probably because she's adding more volume and more reps that she is starting to see results, because that can happen. Because I do a combo of adding volume in my workouts, of adding more reps and really fatiguing the muscle, but then also lifting heavier and trying to PR. But if we're going for hypertrophy, which is typically what we want to do for bodybuilding, usually the rep range is anywhere between like 12 and 15 reps, like somewhere there, versus like more power lifters, that's where they go for like the 1 rep maxes and the PRs. But bodybuilders don't necessarily have to do that because there's no purpose for it, because our goal is different. It's strength for power lifters, and for bodybuilders it's more like how can we aesthetically make the muscle look better. So hopefully that helps. now that we have the bottom done, I'm gonna take the top off because this is a little bit more important of an area. So I have like, what are they called? What are they called? The little bangy things? Curtain bangs. So I'm gonna teach you guys a technique that I learned when I was a hairstylist, and it's called wrapping. So basically, you take this little brush. This is a Paul Mitchell 413 brush. It's so tiny and so perfect for this. So if you're like me, or basically like any woman really, you get those little curly cues that are around your hair. So in order to actually get those to go away, you have to blow dry your hair in almost the opposite direction. So if I have baby hairs that are like right here, that are either curly or sticking out, I would want to blow dry them up and away. So I'm gonna wrap my bangs across my face like this. I'm gonna do it first without any blow drying. So you kind of want to almost do it like sections. So you're gonna go around here, one. You're using like your head to help wrap them around your face, especially if you want that sweepy look. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Once you have all the hair to one side and you have that, is it side swept bang that we all used to have when we were in middle school? Then you're good. And then we're gonna go the other way. So you do it piece by piece by piece. Turn this thing. This is best if you have this. If you don't, it's okay. Piece by piece, switching hands here, over and over. So I'll show you. I do it pretty fast, but I look crazy. Okay, look at that shine. Can you see it? Please tell me you can see it. But look at the shine that it has. Beautiful. And then I can do my little, swoopy bangs. And now I don't have any sections that are, curly or wavy. I need to blow dry over this real quick. I love it. Look at it. You can just, and it's already like so straight, like by itself. I'm just gonna brush it out. Like it's already so straight that you can just go and like have your style be this. That's usually what I do, is like I'll just do my first blow dry and this will be my style. But tomorrow I want to show you how I do my beach waves, and we'll answer some more questions, and I'm just gonna leave it like this for the rest of the evening.
The next day.
Good morning, guys. So I am going to teach you how to style your hair today in like a beachy wave kind of look. So this is it after I slept in it last night, and then I went to do cardio in the morning. Let me show you something, hold on. So another way that I make my hair last a whole week, you've heard me talk about this so much. I've had so many people buy it and actually really love it. It's the R & Co Spiritualized Spray. So it's a dry shampoo mist. So when I went to do cardio, obviously I sweat, and like was sweating like under here, my hairline was sweaty and my hair got like wavy again. And I sprayed this into it just in the areas that I needed it. I sprayed it here and here and here and here, and then underneath, and I blow dried it into my hair. It adds more texture. It's like a liquid form of dry shampoo, and it also helps refresh my hair so that in between washes, it still looks nice and fresh. So I even did cardio, my hair still looks good, and it's so like, look at the shine. For me, what I find the easiest to do your hair on your own is to section it and bring the hair forward. So I am going to find my first row, because I have 2 rows of extensions in my hair, so it kind of makes it easy for me. Kind of when you're making your sections, think of making like a circular, almost like a U shape around your head. I'll turn around so you can see the actual shape of it. So I'm just gonna put the rest completely out of the way. This is the best way to do it so that you keep it organized and you don't miss anything. So I'm trying to feel where my extensions are. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna bring this all up. I'm gonna do a little twisty twist, bring it around town, and then I got a clip. I always have just like the clip like attached to me so that it's easier. Okay, can you see the little U shape that I have? So it's like comes up by the ear and then it goes down and around. Luckily my extensions already do that for me, so I'm gonna split it in half and I'm gonna bring each to both sides. I'm gonna brush this section out, this section out. Having it in front helps you stay organized because then you can curl whatever it is, and when you're finished, throw it to the back. I am using, what brand? This is a Paul Mitchell Gold Marcel. So this is like what professional hairstylists use. It's like a little loosey-goosey. This is what they taught me how to use when I was in beauty school, so I'm really used to using it, but this little clicking thing is really difficult for some people to use, so they have these that don't do that, that are just regular. So I'm gonna take a small section, starting from the back part, and then I'm gonna throw it to the back. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this little thing down, I'm gonna grab it, hopefully I can get close enough. Okay, right here. Grab it like this. I'm gonna do, this is how we do Beachy waves. So first I'm going backwards. So I'm gonna grab it, hold it. Then I'm gonna unturn it and then bring it down more. See, I'm leaving a little bit to the ends because what I'm gonna do with those ends is once we get here, I'm gonna pull it straight down. Ooh, this is really curly. If it's too curly, you can always pull the hair because it's still hot, so it still has flexibility. So this is what we have right now. So we have a little bit of the straight ends. Obviously, like the longer that you hold it, I mean, you have the potential to like burn your hair, obviously, but straight. This one was really curly because I was showing you guys how to do it. So now I'm gonna throw that to the back. So if you want beachy waves, you have to do the curls. One goes backwards, one goes forward. Because if you do all your curls backwards, that's how you get them, how they kind of stick together and they don't look as beachy. Okay, I'm gonna take another like inch section. If you wanna make this quicker, you can also do bigger sections so it's not too dramatic. So now I'm gonna open this and we're gonna go forward with it. This one's might be a little bit more difficult. This is typically why people, oh my God, hold on, there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna oh shit, I can't see, hold on. There we go, unravel it. See, I got some of this hair stuck in there. Unravel it, pulling it forward, unraveling it, pulling it forward, unraveling it, and then straightening down the ends. Oh, that one was good. That one turned out really good. Here's what we have. See how the ends are a little bit more beachy and they're not like so tightly curled? Okay, so I'm gonna continue this through the rest. I got a question. Advice for someone who is looking to switch from bikini to wellness. So if you guys are new here and you don't, know what they're talking about, in bodybuilding, there's different kind of divisions, and there's bikini, wellness, figure, women's physique. There's different classes that go up, and each one requires something different. So the differences between bikini and wellness is that bikini, what they're looking for is a balanced shape from top to bottom. So they want your upper body and your lower body to almost make like an X. So where they're balanced. Okay, wait, this one went backwards. Okay, pausing before we answer this. One thing is that you don't want to do your curls that are around your face. You don't want to do them forward because then they're gonna like curl into your face. So even though I did backward, forward, backward with this one, I'm gonna do this one backward as well because it's the one closest to my face. But if you're looking to, okay, wait, bikini, I already explained how the division looks at bikini. But for wellness, it's actually the only category in which you don't have to be balanced. So your upper body is smaller than your lower body and your lower body has to dominate. Like it's very lower body focused. So if you are looking to transfer from bikini to wellness, I honestly think that's one of the best positions that you can be in because they are very similar in the way that they train. So when I first started, when I decided that I was going to be in wellness, I had a pretty good base of muscle. So I don't know how I'm doing this while looking in the camera. I had a really good base. So I trained like a bikini competitor. So it was very similar. It was like 2 leg days a week, very, quad, glute, ham focus, and then 2 upper body days that were, back, bis, tris, and then we hit some like rear delts and shoulders and stuff like that. So the training is kind of similar. It's when you go from, when you get to a level, like maybe you're a pro or the judges are, starting to critique what your physique looks like, because that's what they do, and they tell you where you need to improve. That's when you can start adjusting your training to be more focused on the areas that you need to get better at, basically. Like you've seen me do that over this off season where we were barely training quads because I'm already very developed there, but we were working on developing the glutes more. So my advice to switching over is to just switch over. So really just starting your training, like train like you are a wellness competitor, and it couldn't hurt when you compete in a show. I always tell my clients, I'm like, if you want to, compete in both categories, because you can. You obviously just have to pay to compete in each category, but what you can do is train like a wellness competitor, but compete in bikini and wellness, and then you have the opportunity to still do well in bikini because your physique might not be up to par quite yet, but then you also can, okay, I used to be able to do this when I was a hairstylist, because I would be doing someone else's hair, and this is how, at the salon I worked at, this is how we were taught to hold our irons, because then we can grab the hair, but I can't do this. So y'all probably like freaked out. But I actually have a burn somewhere under my armpit from one time when I was just like unconscious, not thinking, and I just, so yeah, I don't recommend it. We're done with that section. So see how clean this is now? All of this hair is back, and I'm not gonna break up any of the pieces yet. I'm just gonna keep them, I'm gonna let them dry. Cool down is a better word. Let them cool down. So now I'm gonna section again in like a U shape, like around my head. So for me, it's kind of easy because I can just find where my extension row is and peel that. This one, I make sure that I don't drop the hair, and I just grab half of that section, bring it to the front. And then half of this section, bring it to the front. Okay, perfect. We've made another U shape around my head, and we're gonna put this on top. All right, same thing applies. Going one forward, one backward, one forward, one backward, and the ones by the face are gonna be going away. I wanted to thank you guys for your sweet feedback on my Get Ready With Me. There was someone that commented, I've learned more from this video than like real makeup channels, and I was like, that's so nice. It's just like, especially since I was in the beauty industry for a while, and it was literally what I thought I was going to do for the rest of my life, and then I got into the fitness industry. I know so much about like skin, beauty, health that I learned when I was in school, and also working, in real life as a stylist. So I forget like how much that I know, because for me it's like, it's just like a regular day, and I'm just gonna, it's just another day. But I appreciate it. It's so really nice to hear. What advice would you get to a new bodybuilder to get really, really clear on why you're doing it in the first place? So is it like a revenge body type of situation? Is it just because you don't like the way that you look? You're not happy, with your physique? Like, get really clear on why you do it, because it is, it's one of the most incredible things that you could do. Very time consuming. It costs a lot of money, mentally and physically hard. So one thing that I know that I wish I knew before I started was making sure that I had enough funds to hire a coach, get a posing coach, that I was factoring in shoes, hair, and makeup. Luckily for me, since I do my own hair and makeup, that wasn't a thing, but factoring in those expenses is important. I also have a video on my channel that's from couple years ago maybe or so, that is actually me breaking down the cost of like a bodybuilding show and how to save you money. So I'll pop that up here if you want to watch that. I also have videos of me doing like my hair and makeup for show day, which I think I want to do again. Let me know if I should do that again. Should I do it that again? Because I'm really loving how like the makeup routine that I have found. I feel like it just really works really well for me, and it stays a really long time. And for show day, that's like perfect. That's what we want. So let me know if you guys want me to do an updated one whenever I start thinking about competing again. So, okay, moving on to the top section. I'm gonna find where I'm parting. I usually part in the middle. See these nails? They have a lot of uses. I can part my hair with them. Okay, same thing. We're gonna bring it to this side. Bring it to this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually, this side, gonna clip it just like loosely. There we go. Brusha, brusha. So another question that I got was, how did you become so confident and how do I build some? I wasn't always confident. Like, let's be real. I really wasn't. Like, I think that especially when, you know, people come onto my YouTube channel or see my social media now and, you know, hear me speak, they're like, oh, she must have always been that way. But no, literally, I would say in like 2019, in 2020 is when like I started my business again and I got out of doing hair and all of that stuff. I wasn't confident at all. You know, I wasn't really confident in how I was speaking. I wasn't confident in how I looked. I wasn't confident in what I was doing with my life. None of that. And when I started working out again and I started changing my physique and I started changing, you know, my mental state and being more positive, I started to get more confident because and it wasn't even just changing my physique. It was that I, every day, finally was waking up and I was doing what I said I was going to do. We just did a podcast episode on this, on the Know Your Power podcast, about like the biggest thing that kills confidence, and it's not keeping the promises that you make to yourself. Lastly, this is so dirty. Honestly, let's just be real. It's dirty. This is from the Dry Bar. It's the Sheriff. It's a medium hold hairspray. So I'm just gonna put that all over. What you could also do, if you have like finer hair, what you could do is do like a texturizing spray instead. If you don't have a texturizing spray, then you can even do dry shampoo just like around it. And it honestly, if you do it like kind of around your head, it won't do the white cast. So I'm gonna do that in my hair, and I'm just gonna break it up with my fingers. I could break it out with like a brush, but it also, I want it to be a little bit more like textured. So I'm just gonna break it up with my fingers. And then we're gonna put a little bit of oil on the ends just to seal the cuticle down. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Moroccan oil on my ends. This is a teeny little travel size, and honestly, that's all that you need for this product. And I'm just going to go like this and like this on one of my fingers, because it will last you a long time. Put it through my hands, and I'm just going to do it on the ends and kind of seal the hair cuticle down. I try to avoid putting too much products in my hair throughout the week. Anything that's like too oily, because the closer that we put the oils to our scalp, the faster that the oil is going to, you know, reproduce, and then, you know, you're gonna have oily hair, and, you know, there's only so much dry shampoo can do. So I try to stay away from putting it too high, and we can last longer. So this is how we're looking. Got this little beachy texture going on. I'll show you the back. Can you see it? Nice. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you want to see next. I've showed you my makeup routine. This is my hair wash routine. This is how I'm able to keep my hair relatively clean for an entire week before shampooing it. So I only shampoo my hair once a week, and definitely it's something that you have to kind of train your hair to do, because if you're constantly exfoliating your scalp with either shampoo or really like harsh exfoliating like charcoal shampoos, your scalp is stripped every single day. So what it does is it reproduces oil twofold. So that's why your hair is getting, it's almost like your hair is getting doubly as oily, because it's like, we don't have any oil, so we're gonna just reproduce it so much. So I know that people with finer hair have a little bit harder of a time like going this long, but just try it for like a couple days at first. You know, try it for a couple days, use some dry shampoo, do the R&Co spray first, and blow dry it in. I'm telling you, blow drying it in makes all the difference, and then run with some dry shampoo. But this is the final look. Comment down below what kind of video you want to see next. You know, I've had some people say they want my skincare routine, which I'm excited about. So let me know if you want to see that next. And as always, I love you all so much. You're more powerful